y'all, it's Brandon with Voodoo Forge. I just got one of those 132 pound Vevor anvils, and yeah, I need to build an anvil stand for it, so let's build an anvil stand. Here it is. This is a 132 pound Vevor Achio pig style anvil. Now it's just like the 66 pound or 30 kilogram one. You know, the Pritchell hole is useless. It's Smurfette blue, and these pass-through holes, which some people seem to think are bolt-down holes, but they're not. These are the same size as the Pritchell and the Hardy. The Hardy I have got to clean up. It's not square, but right now it's like an inch and an eighth one way and an inch and 3/16 the other way. I don't know. I'll figure that out when I get it cleaned up. It's not what we think of as a standard sized Hardy, but I got a reason for getting this. I'll tell you about it later. But the first thing we got to do is build an anvil stand, and after that other little 66 pound London pattern Vevor anvil I've decided I really like the legged. The anvil stands with 3 legs. That's how we're going to go with that. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I got about a 12 by 12 piece of 1 inch plate. I've got some 2 by 3 inch square tubing. It's got 1/8 inch wall on it. And I've got some 1/4 by 4 inch flat stock. And a bag of play sand over here. The plan is I'm going to cut 3 legs, weld them on here, fill them up with sand, make some feet out of the 1/4 by 1, and slap them on the bottom. Then we'll get our anvil set up. First order of business is figuring out how we're going to hold this thing down. I've got this 5/16, 3/8. Anyway, I've got this piece of material, and that's what I'm going to use for my hold down. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to twist it. I'll show you. I cannot explain what is in my head. You'll just watch. Twisted it the wrong way. What a dumbass. Oh, God helps. Well, I think that's gonna work. It's great because I got it right the first try. Got my pieces fit up here. I got them marked. Got a kitty cat visiting the shop. A couple pilot holes here. Drilling right there. Got our holes drilled. That looks like that will hold it in position. So going to take my transfer punches. That's where we'll thread our holes at. That marks it for us. We can get in here with a regular center punch and get it a little deeper. The last couple of times I have used this tap, it's been getting a little, it's just not cutting quite as good as it was. So, I've got another one over here in case I need it. Oh, that's cutting so much better. Yeah, it is cutting so much better. I don't know how much texture is coming through on the camera, but mill scale on a on big heavy plate like this is super thick, and so yeah, super thick mill scale. Moving on to cutting the legs. This is 2" by 3" rectangular tubing. It's 1/8 inch wall. I just bought another 24-foot stick of this, and it's new material is running like 85 bucks for a piece of it. This is left over from an old job. I'm cutting these at 15 degrees. That is a wasp nest. I'm glad this is my last cut. I'm pretty daggum tickled there weren't a bunch of wasps on that thing. That would have sucked. You do not have to do a bunch of equations to work this out. What I've done is I've figured out where I want my legs, and I've marked the middle. And then I've marked the middle of the leg. I will then take the leg, hold it roughly on the line, and tack it on. It's really not that hard. These three-legged stands are pretty forgiving. I'm going to set it on the ground to make sure it's evenish. Perfect, now we'll run our bead all the way around. as I discovered on the one I did for the little London pattern anvil, the sand not only adds weight, it does a great job of killing sound. So, fill in the legs with some play sand here. Now I have seen where some people, after filling the legs with sand, will then put oil in there. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's just a step too far for me. But if you're building your own anvil stand and you wanna put oil or I don't know, whatever you want to put in there, that sounds a lot like your business to me. This is an empty one. This is a filled one. It's good stuff. You know what? The anvil's 132 pounds. This plate right here was 141 pounds when I started. You know, but I drilled holes and cut some off. But let's say with the plates there, let's call it still 141. So that's 173, and then used about 15 pounds of sand. So 188, and then the steel for the leg. Yeah, we're pushing 200 pounds here for the total weight of this thing. Yeah, it's probably close to 200 pounds. I'm a firm believer that putting those twists in there is a better idea. And this is the little London pattern stand I did for the London pattern. I did not twist them, and I did not cut them off, and now I'm gonna have to, because this over here looks a whole lot better. Okay, that video was getting long enough. It's on the anvil stand. The anvil stand's great. I've got to dress it. I mean, there's a million videos on how to dress anvils, so I wouldn't look forward to seeing me dress this one. But I've been really impressed with these new anvils, and I want to try the bigger ones. So anyway, so far so good. It's heavy, and heavy is good in an anvil stand. So not with, like, you know, a canoeing partner, but it's good with an anvil stand. So anyway, I hope y'all got something out of that. I'm really converted to these three-legged anvil stands, or three-legged anvil stands, or the anvil stands with three legs. What do you think about them? What do you use for an anvil stand? I think I'm gonna go over to all my anvil stands be the three-legged ones, especially since there's getting to be a collection of anvils in here. So anyway, I hope y'all got something out of this, and y'all behave yourselves.